So story number two, this is something we talked about probably, I want to say last year sometime, late last year, right? About TrueCrypt. And I think, Jim, you were looking into this one. Can you fill us in on where TrueCrypt is at now?
Yeah, thanks, John. It was sometime in the middle of last year when the original TrueCrypt authors decided they were giving up on the project and told people not to use it anymore. And this was a short time before that, actually. I believe the Open Crypto Audit Project had actually started auditing the code. Now they've come back with their final report. One of the main guys who participated in the audit, Matthew Green, a cryptographer and a research professor at Johns Hopkins, posted a blog post last week on cryptographyengineering.com, which gave his read of their results. There's a full report out there which I have read through, and if you're interested, feel free to read through that. But the long and short of it is, they didn't find anything seriously wrong. There were a couple of minor glitches that they thought ought to be fixed. One of them had to do with how the random number generator works on Windows platform. If the Windows Crypto API doesn't give back the proper results, it continues, and since it's got some other sources of randomness, it continues when it probably ought to quit and ask you to restart. And there was another potential issue with the AES code that might allow cache timing attacks. If the bad guys were on the same system watching you, they might be able to figure out some stuff. But basically, the result of the audit was, there were no significant flaws found, no hidden backdoors. The NSA doesn't appear to have any backdoors into the code or anything like that. And in fact, Bruce Schneier, in his blog post right after the results were posted, he said nothing in there that would prevent him from continuing to use it. So, if the guys who really understand crypto are going to continue to use it, it's good enough for me to continue to use it. I was still using it anyway. But yeah, TrueCrypt it's a pretty good piece of software.
Okay, well, if it's good enough for you, then it's good enough for me.
Same here.
I guess we should mention that, I don't know if we actually said that, but TrueCrypt is a disk encryption piece of software. It's for those people who might be watching the show and not know what the heck we're talking about. But a lot of people use it. It's a free tool, right? Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's free, and one of the nice things about it is that it's cross-platform. So
right,
you can you can encrypt a volume on a Linux box and take it to a Windows box, and you could open it up on a Mac. So that was one of the reasons why I've continued to use it, is when the TrueCrypt authors, who remained anonymous right to the end, when they brought the project to an end, they said, well, just go use BitLocker. Well, that's fine if you're only worried about encrypting volumes on Windows boxes. But one of the nice things about TrueCrypt was that it was cross-platform. So, I have a 4 terabyte USB drive here that I have encrypted with TrueCrypt that I can open up on a Linux box, on a Windows box, on a Mac, and use it on any of those. Right.
So free and very powerful cross-platform. So hence why a lot of people use it, and it's a good thing that we got the green light on it to start using it again. For anybody who stopped using it or was worried when the story came out, I wasn't that worried, but I'm glad to see that this audit's complete and that it looks like they've got the blessing that everything looks okay.
Yeah, I wasn't all that worried either, and so 7.1a was the last version that they released before they said 7.1b or whatever was basically saying don't use this anymore. 7.1a is the version that was the last released version, and that had full functionality, and that's the one I've continued to use all along.
Right. Did you have something, Matt?
I was going to say that I know plenty of people who rely on this for business purposes as well. If you have confidential data that belongs to a customer, you want to be able to say that you're keeping their data at rest, secure,
Right.
as much as you can. So this is a keystone of that.
Right.
And I also wanted to say I know one of the guys who helped prepare the report. So, hi Tom, nice work.
All right, great.